Good morning, everyone. Um, Gretchen here, Possum Fun and Frugal. I haven't turned the camera on in a while. Between family things going on, my health issues flaring up, which has been happening a bit lately, more than usual. And I just, we've had some heat waves, so part of my, and I'm not complaining, I'm on here, jumping on here to give you an update. I'm used to dealing with all this. I mean, it's frustrating and it's exhausting, but it is what it is, right? I'm living with chronic pain and illness, and I'm an introvert, so picking up the camera and videotaping myself, recording myself, I'm dating myself too, because back in the day you videotaped yourself. I don't know. Recording myself is always a challenge for me. And you probably won't see this video for quite some time. I'm recording this on June. My watch is still in sleep mode. June 3rd, 2025. Oh, I'll have it out this year, but probably not this week, at least. I'm still catching up on putting videos out from last month, maybe from May. So I've been so busy with family stuff, and that challenges my body, and trying to keep up with just my basic care of my home. I started a garden. You'll know if you've been watching my other videos, the previous ones. There's a lot of gardening, and that's challenging for me. Just doing my normal chores is challenging, but I've challenged myself to create a garden that now I have to take care of. Then I decided it'd be fun to make bird feeders, and didn't realize how much of a mess that birds make. And now I have to clean up my front patio every day. I have to sweep up the bird seed because they make such a mess. I hung them over, keep an eye on, I will show you. So what I'm going to do in this video is give you kind of an updated tour of what I've been doing, what I've gotten done, and what projects I have waiting to be done. I keep stacking more projects on myself. And really, I just try to stay busy. I don't want to be the person that, because I have chronic issues, just sits around and watches TV, and I feel like that's only going to make things worse in a whole nother way. I want to try to keep moving and keep going as much as I can. I'm a little sunburned. I did go out yesterday in the sun, and I used sunscreen. I'm not sure. Maybe it was pretty hot and I was sweating. It probably wore off. Also, I just got an injection of cortisone 2 days ago. And yesterday, so I've had this foot problem. It started cropping up in January. So I went in, finally got to see the podiatrist 2 days ago, And I went in, and he said that x-rays showed I don't have a bone spur. I thought it was another bone spur. I've had surgery on my left foot 2 times. One was a big bunion that I had back in 2003, and then 10 years later I got a bone spur on a different spot on that foot, and they had told me that can happen, so it wasn't a surprise, but it's been over 10 years and my foot's hurting again, and I thought, oh great, another bone spur. So I was worried about surgery. So they did x-rays. There's no bone spur yet, but he said my joint on the toe that's been worked on twice is in pretty bad shape. There's no space and no cushion between or around that joint. It's all gone. He said, so my bone is just kind of crashing together. And he said, you know, I may develop a bone spur in the next couple years, but hopefully not. So for now, he just wanted to do a cortisone shot. And I tend to react to medications, and I've reacted to cortisone before. So I'm starting to think that's what this is. Because I didn't sleep well last night, and yesterday wasn't too bad. My foot pain seemed to ease up, and I felt pretty good. But I noticed last night that I started having digestive problems, which is one of the side effects I tend to have to any medication. And I didn't sleep well at all. And another side effect is insomnia. And I take whatever I can take for sleep, so anyway, so I think I'm having a little mild reaction, so I have to keep an eye on that, because that means they can't give me any more. And if you can't do cortisone to slow down what's happening, I may end up having to have surgery. Anyway, so that adds to, if you've been watching my videos, that adds to, I have fibromyalgia and chronic pain. So my middle back is in bad shape. My lower back is in pretty bad shape. My hip, I have bursitis in my hip that has happened because of the other chronic issues. Well, it actually happened during a physical therapy thing early on in my back injury problem treatment. So basically the whole left side of my body and my back are in bad shape. And then I also have carpal tunnel. So those challenges, my health challenges, make it hard to sit down and do, makes it hard to do everything. Everything's harder to do. And, but it makes it difficult for me to sit down and edit videos. It's a lot of this on the computer. And my computer, if you've been watching my videos, I don't have much money. I don't really have the money to spend on the right equipment to create, great fancy videos and to create them quickly. I have old computers. Well, I have an old Mac that's from 2012, and I've gotten it worked on and upgraded here and there, to the point where, it's got modern computer capabilities, but it's slowed way down, and I can't do anything about the speed. and my internet is the cheapest internet. It's called Essentials for low-income people, and that's my internet, so that's slow. I can only run couple of devices at a time, and so, but I'm having trouble getting the right software to edit my videos. I have to use like the online Canva stuff, and I don't have the money to pay for the subscription level, so I'm using the free version. So that's really challenging, and I'm just trying to keep up as much as I can, but also take care of myself. So sometimes I just decide that I'm just going to take a break from the YouTube video stuff and get caught up on my other responsibilities and get my head in a better place, especially when I'm dealing with the health challenges. I don't have the bandwidth sometimes to pick up my phone, record, and do a new video. So I hope you'll bear with me. If you're one of my subscribers still, thank you for sticking with me. I've lost a few, and I understand. I don't have any recent videos. Some people like to know that their creator is just pumping out those videos, and I just can't do that sometimes. So for those of you who stuck around with me, thank you so much. And if you are just viewing and not subscribing, but you're watching my videos, I'd appreciate if you subscribe. It would help me out a lot. I'm not monetized yet. It's been like 3 years, and I'm trying to stay detached from that being a goal, but it would help me out a lot, and I would be able to afford maybe some better equipment if I had some extra money to use towards that. So anyway, I just want to jump on here and chat with you for a minute before I show you all the updates on my mobile home and what I've been doing. As a person with chronic pain and illness, it takes me a long time to get all the things done that I do, so I'm pretty proud of myself when I finish projects, and I do like to share them. So I'll turn the camera out and show you what I've been up to. So stay tuned. Hit the notification bell. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It would really help me. It would boost my morale, if nothing else, to keep going. And those of you who are subscribed and are pushing me to keep it going, thank you so much. That really motivates me, and it really warms my heart. So I will see you in the next one. And by the way, I'm catching up from before I changed the cell phones around and the computer software. So I'm not sure I'll be in full sequence. This is going to be coming out before I catch up from older videos. So that's going to be a little weird, but hopefully you'll follow along and understand if you watch this video. And then I almost was going to use my van to help with the graduation, so I started taking apart the minivan, Ruby, my camper van. So I started taking everything out of it. All that's left is the bed and a few things in the shelves and hanging, because we were going to use it to move stuff back and forth to the celebration. But my daughter's dad decided to come up here with the truck, and he'll have a truck to help do that, so now I don't need to use my van. I took it apart halfway for no reason. So then I'm going to have to put it back together before 4th of July because we have a camping trip planned. So that'll be a video too, or a few videos probably. So I'm trying to rest while I can because they may be calling to go to dinner, or they may come over to my place to see my place. They haven't been here. And so I'm taking full advantage of any relaxing time I can. Because I've also been working on getting my place together. If you watched any of my videos, I just moved in here in December, last December. So I've still been moving in and settling in, and I had an inspection and it went well. But I had to make sure my yard was mowed and the place is really clean outside. So I passed with flying colors, but that was some work, and I'm still doing some little minor repairs around here and getting settled in all the way. And so there'll be some more videos about all the updates on this place. And so I just want to jump on here, give you a heads up. I haven't been on in a while because I have been busting my butt trying to figure out new ways to create videos, trying to get my computer fixed again, which I finally did, and I figured out it was the video editing software that I was using on my Mac, and my Mac just didn't like it, I think, because every time I upgraded, it always wanted to update the software, and every time it did that, it messed up my Mac. And then I would have to do like re-update my Mac, and that would fix it. And then the video editing software wanted to update, and it would mess it up again. I figured that's the pattern. So I took that off. So I can't use that. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna, this is on iMovie, and it's a pain to do iMovie. I can't make this too long. So I want to tell you, if I haven't been on around in a while, I'm very sorry. I'm doing the best I can. I've been trying to help my daughter get ready for this graduation with family coming, and today people are starting to come. I'm done helping my daughter get ready. I'm not on duty for any of that, and I can't do a lot. I mean, all I would do, I'd go over and help her with laundry. Her washer had broken a while back, so she was bringing her laundry over here. She got a new washer, so I went over there and started helping with laundry to get her caught up before this everybody came to stay at her house. So that's all done, and her other family have shown up that are going to be helping, so I get to take a break until Saturday. Well, and whenever they want to get together. I'm laying here having one of my days where I need to put my feet up and treat them. I iced them, and now I have my hot booties on for heat. I put some pain ointment on. I've taken my homeopathic. I try to do everything natural first, and then if I need to, as last resort, I take Advil and Tylenol. And currently I'm waiting because this week is my grandson's graduation tomorrow and his celebration for graduation on Saturday. And I am not going to the graduation ceremony. I already knew I couldn't do that with my health issues. So I gave up my ticket for someone else that could go. And I'm going to go to the celebration The graduation is 3 hours of sitting in bleachers. I have trouble just going to their games. Both of my grandsons are in sports, and I will go to the games. I won't go to double headers because that's too long. And I won't go if the weather is yucky. Especially if it's cold. I can't sit through the cold. It's painful. So I've been struggling. And here I am. I'm uploading this video, which tells you I haven't given up. I was wrong and I'm still having challenges, but I'm not giving up yet. I've been tempted. If you watch some of my most recent videos, I'm starting to wonder if I should give up. But I'm trying to hang in there. I had just enough subscribers comment and say, hang in there. Keep going. So I'll keep trying. It's not making me any money yet on YouTube, so that doesn't help me upgrade my devices and my capabilities. So I'm just here. And why am I laying down? Because I'm having one of those days. I'll turn the camera around and show you. Because if you know anything about me, I have fibromyalgia and chronic pain. So it's another challenge. So sometimes, I'm trying to live my life and take care of myself and my home and my dog. I have 2 little dogs. They're in my videos, mostly in the shorts, but they're in my van life videos too. Some of my mobile home videos. Anyway, trying to take care of all of my own needs and be able to do some part-time van life and be a creator. And all of that costs money, and I'm constantly budgeting and trying to stretch every cent that I have. So I'll turn the camera on and show you what's going on today. Yes. So I have, I call these my hot socks. They're hot booties. My left foot went out for some reason today while I'm trying to treat the left foot. My right foot's aching, but probably because I'm putting all my weight on my right foot. So my ankle and foot went out a couple days ago. So fibromyalgia, if you don't know what it is, it's an umbrella term for a collection of disorders stemming from, in my case, many things can bring it on. But if you have any other autoimmune disorders, sometimes it becomes a collection, and that collection falls under a term they call fibromyalgia, because it's the nerves reacting to impingements throughout the spine and the body. Basically, that's sort of my interpretation of what I